Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as will be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Cleveland. Able to slither by. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
There's a lot to like about Dillon Gabriel's game, and that was registered in the NFL draft when he went in the 3rd round. Incredibly experienced, started 63 games in college, which is an FBS record. He may be undersized, but he understands the offense very well, and he's a terrific competitor.
Gabriel looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
That's good for a Browns first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
From the gun, it's Gabriel. This one downfield for Tillman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Wester on the return. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens will take over. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is the word improvement. Every season in the league, he finds a way to get better and has become just as dynamic with his arm as he has with his legs. 41 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions in 2024. His big goal now, getting his team to a Super Bowl. Plenty of success during the regular season. Now they want to win at playoff time.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A first down carry for Henry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. In motion left, Flowers. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Gabriel. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. but it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he works free. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Browns first down. First and 10.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Gabriel. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get to it after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
To throw, Gabriel. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Gabriel. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
They run with Ford. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 10-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, they turn to Ford. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
To the air is Gabriel. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Gabriel. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Henry up the middle. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Henry again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run the option. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Looking to put a drive together. They will start this drive with 4. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gabriel. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 8. This is 4. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A quick throw there is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Gabriel.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd and 8.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun here, Gabriel. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Ravens 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Trailing 10-3. A minute 54 on the clock. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. The quick feet by Jackson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And the Raven 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
6-yard line.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 10.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Gabriel looking to throw. Completes to Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Gabriel from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find Judy. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gabriel. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's second down. Now a give, right side. Ford. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a first throw here in overtime. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Batting that one away in coverage, that was Kyle Hamilton. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
The Browns send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. That's pulled in at the 32. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? He dumps it off for Henry.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Jackson to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
To throw is Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Jackson now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.